Here we go, and another video. What we're talking about here, I said it before, didn't I? What we're talking about here, it's GEC 79464 SOX sodium street light. And this one we're looking at here, and this one we're looking at here. And the bowl is kind of a bit yellow on it, kind of brown and yellow on it because they heated the lamp. And there's a bit of crack there and on the side of the bowl. And so what we're looking at here, so I'm going to for a open up because this, and I'll put the camera down the other way so the camera can see much better with this and with this lamp. So mainly this lamp usually takes about 90 watt SOX tube goes into this fixture, and there's a metal clip part here at this side, and then on the other side there's two hinges on this bolt on this side, the side of the fixture, and the back of it's all kind of be aluminium, so it's quite extremely heavy, and it has little circle around it. That's where they usually put the pole bracket, goes around like that and straight down and screws in, and without this other pole, without this one. So they usually, lanterns like this, they have, say, lanterns like this, they have pole brackets on, goes onto that, because it has a little roundy circle in it. So that's where the design is on top of the on the canopy, aluminium on the back of the canopy, and and this is on the back of the canopy instead of around this where the pole bracket shows through. Now we're going to open this up and let's have a look inside this fixture, and turn it to the right. So I'll turn this to the right. And it's a nice looking type of metal clip part that just opens out like that. One metal clip part on this side. And I'm gonna get this lamp over this side, and I get the camera up a bit and bring it out more. I've got the camera to stay and and it opens out. When it opens out like this, and it opens back, and the bowl comes off this end. So make sure that I always have to make sure when the bowl comes off, it doesn't come off like this. Have to come all the way, open all the way, and then slides after two hinges. So, and it has the hook bars, the hinges. So the hook goes straight through these hinges, these two notch holes. So anyway, the bowl is kind of what I should have said there, the bowl is kind of a bit cracked, and this flexure there is a bit loose. Maybe I get super glue or anything like that. I've just mounted that back on because it's been hanging there. So I'll put this down here for the time being. So because unfortunately I'm not going to get it. I am not going to get it working today because I'm shortish 90 watt SOX tube. So a couple of more that I'm going to be ordered in the next couple of weeks. So let's take off this there, and we have a look in the gear tray. Take off this. Let me take off this part here, and we have a look in the gear tray and move the camera around a bit. Let the camera see much better, and then I'll take off the gear tray. And yeah, the bracket, the SOX tube goes through. And I kind of look these old fashioned SOX fixtures. Two wires go from the igniter and the coming from the igniter and then to the neutral, and then the old SOX fixtures, the old fashioned ones. And we take this off, then we take that off. and we put this down here. And we put this down here. And now the only let's see. Now the only interesting thing here, and I'd rather this because only thing interesting here. I always say just check, okay. But because this is not the right ballast, what ballast there, this type of ballast there that they're putting into, and the igniter and the capacitor. So with the 3 wires going into the photo cell, and the photo cell comes at the back, and the back of it, and the 3 black wires. So, and the label, there's a label thing here. It says there's a label instruction there. It tells you what it tells you about this lantern. And then come, maybe I get up to the camera, and you can see it. Where there's a this label thing there, this thing there, and this label tells you GEC, made in England. Code no BS 1788. That's 1964. So in 1964 this probably was made in that year. It's about 61 years old, this lantern, because it says 1964, and I just bring it up and I'll prove it to you. 1964 it says in it. Maybe we could get to see it on the camera. So we'll turn this light on there so you maybe can see it much there. So, and as I say, sometimes do not plug them in without visual checking it, because sometimes ballast can be very loose and the wires could be rumbling off, live wires could be rumbling off it. Because if you do plug it in, getting lamps like this, I don't know where it's rigged up right around, because I have to remote this again to get it rigged up right around in there, and I'll show you, I'll show you how it's working and gets to the full brightness up in the next videos. So basically what I'm going to do is see where the earth wire is connected onto the canopy, and onto the frame of the canopy. So where the earth is connected. So a ballast says a ballast made by Philips. This is only takes 135 watt SOX tube, 135 watt SOX lamp. This ballast says on it. It says on this ballast. Now I know, as far as I know the 90 watt SOX. You actually can run a 90 watt SOX tube off 135 watt SOX ballast. And that's the way it goes. But in use you can put a 55 watt SOX off a 90 watt SOX ballast. But mainly this is a 135 watt SOX ballast, because it's a Philips, and ballast is kind of brown. It's out of a Philips MA90, Philips SRS lantern, or the Philips MA90 lantern, the 135 watt SOX fixture. And there's another 135 watt SOX, says 135 watt SOX on the igniter. So best thing is not to plug them in or out doing a visual check on it, because if you plug them in you would have problems, because you get a live cables. Because I did that once and you have a lot of live cables. That happened to me before. That's when you get a lot of live cables. Could be hitting off the back of the canopy, or you could be hit off the earth, or you could be earthed. You could get a bang straight away. So that's why I always have to say just check and make sure it's all rigged up safe. Because this ballast being put into it, because I don't know if it's the right ballast or not. So I don't know what the right ballast. I don't know if it's the rigged up right away, because it says, instruction says on the ballast, they show me what way to rig up the uniter, and the lamp shows you a little bit picture on it where the wires can go from live, earth, neutral. So so anyway, so that's that for the start. And it's a 79464 GEC lantern. So that's what I have to say. Now sometimes when you get lamps like this, and I just pop this back on, and I put this back on, and it only has now close it back up, and it only has on the both sides, on this side, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 screws. So there's only 2 screws, 2 on both sides to hold this, the tray on it, to cover the gear tray, and I put the bowl back on it, and I put the bowl back on it, so that and you can see there, as you say before I get to it, as you can say, you can see there's a little bit of bar sticking out. You can see a little bit of bar sticking out, and same down here. There was a bit of a canopy sticking out from at the back of the canopy frame. So there's a bit of bar sticking out, and another bar sticking out this way. That's the same down here. So that catches. Onto the hinge on the bowl. So you can see that the structured hole through there, where it bends around like that. So it just shoves in like this, around like that. Trying to get it to fit in proper, and slides in. So, and it closes over, so it doesn't, and it slides off that way. It doesn't slide off this way, and it's closed over because where I showed you there's a bit of a canopy sticking out. So it'll close over this way, and close the ball back over that way. And this kind of, and the one metal clip on that side, and you just close it out and catch onto the hook and locks into the place. So this is what we're talking about here. This 90-watt SOX fixture, this lamp. So I always have to say, I always have to say, always check first, because anything what happens is when you get lamps and stuff like that online, this is where I got, when I got this at the time, in the last summer, from the last collection, and I'd rather this is going into my collections. But as I say, always just check it out first, because I always have to say, always check it out first, because I'm with the camera up in a bit. I always have to say, just check it out first, because could be anything in there. It might be a ballast in it. It could be 100 watts on ballast in it, or you could put a 90 watt SOX tube in, or that could have blown up, or they could have blown yourself to bits, because this says on the label, and I open this up inside, it takes about 240 volts max AC. Goes to, that's the highest voltage these lamps it takes, 240 volts max AC. And as I say, if you are dealing with this kind of stuff, it'd be your own risk, no matter what anybody say, what I say. But always be very careful with the stuff. If you are dealing with the stuff, always be very careful with the likes of this stuff, because otherwise you put your own risk. So anyway, so I'll be putting that up in the next videos, and it'll be powering up the ballast in it. It actually powers up all right in it. So I have to remote this to get the wires rigged up right way around, because I'm not going to get a light. I'm not going to turn it on now today, because I will be turning it on in the next video to get to the full brightness. So that's that chance now, and I'll see you up on the next videos, and bye for now.